Get in here. It's the pod. It's the Purvcast.
Welcome.
I am so excited to have everybody back in. This is sick. I don't know if you guys noticed, but things look a little different. A little bit different. I'm actually so excited about the new set, the new settings, the way that everything's going to go here with our producer man back in the saddle, and then just the new setup. Things are weird. I'm actually I've got butterflies. I'm excited, dude.
Yeah, season 2.
Season 2.
Official launch.
It is here. We are here now. And dude, I am jazzed. I am absolutely jazzed, especially because I'm here now on this high of we're podcasting in the new look studio, which is sweet. Coming off
good work, by the way, to all involved. It was nice.
This is sweet,
Yeah.
man.
And it's not done. We've got some more cool stuff coming.
For sure. Yeah. That's the thing about not being full-time professional podcasters. You still have a life and families and things to take, and careers and jobs and things to take care of outside of it. So you can't do it all at once.
Instead of working on the pod 24 hours a day, you can only work on it 19 hours a day.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, that is 24 hours a day that'd be nasty. That'd be sweet. But excited to be back in. Welcome to 2024, season 2 for the Purvcast. This is episode 1. I'm sure you guys noticed some things are different. The thing that hadn't changed is Grant and I back in the saddle together.
Yeah, I'm stoked to be back. It is probably, well, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. It's been an incredible journey for us because we started out, it was just kind of like a suitcase podcast, right?
Yeah.
At Coyotes Adobe, which we still really thank them for being the home of our podcast, and we're gonna go back there on special occasions. But
for sure,
it was definitely like a suitcase podcast for a while, and we've with your hard work and our efforts to bring good content, and then adding some key pieces, sitting over there in the booth right now. I'm just gonna say I've heard from, and it's not just me saying this, I've heard from other people. There's a big improvement, but enough about the improvements. Let's just get into it.
Just want to get it. All right, real quick, before we just get into it, I've got to talk about that key piece over there real quick.
Yeah, key piece.
It's
a new piece of equipment.
Yeah. We were so excited. We got the brand new piece of equipment. Right. and then he himself had a brand new piece of equipment. Congratulations, Finzo, on your baby boy. We're so excited for you, dude. And
thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, glad to know that mama and baby are healthy, and very, very stoked to have you back, dude. It was like a tease.
Yeah, for sure.
A freaking sweet all right, I'm out for a little bit,
No, man, it's fun to be here. I enjoy listening to you guys, and this is just a blast for me. So I appreciate y'all letting me come.
This is the best ever, dude. Glad to have you back in. We'll let you know.
Good stuff. Quick question.
Okay. All right. What's up?
Since we got a new setup here.
Yeah.
I'm troubleshooting a few things.
Okay. What's up?
I noticed that on our overhead cam, I'm not seeing the red light come on.
So the reds have been a little. I'm wondering if the red's maybe not working on one of them.
But you are getting a feed though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt that.
No, you're
I'm
good.
I didn't want you to go to your cam flow and be like, where's the...
I mean, do you want to stop and cut and check the vid? Because I did notice that one of them's not getting... Yeah, I mean, the red light's not hitting on one of them, but...
Well, the only thing I was thinking was, because every time you would switch, I'd see each camera kick on, but then on the overhead, I was like, oh no, did we lose something? So
it might be because it's plugged in.
Okay, yeah. Totally not an issue at all. I just didn't want you to go and do this awesome new season 2 launch and then be like, where's the freaking video?
It's like you use the stud finder and you got the camera mounted and you
cut the
wire.
wire.
Yeah, for sure.
You literally cut the wire that leads to that.
I could see me doing that. Look at the positioning
outlet right there.
Look at the positioning of the stand, dude.
Right,
it
exactly.
might not be far off. Oh dang, that would stink for sure.
You can cut all this crap out. I just wanted to.
No, I'm gonna leave that in because this
Oh,
is real.
Come on.
Dude, this is real podcasting
All right,
life. You know what I mean?
Sure.
This is actually, I think, the part that people appreciate about podcasting that they don't get from radio is because in radio, it's like, hard cuts, solid segments. Here's your, 2 topics and yada, 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 yada. And it just sounds like it's like, oh, well, this is just too good to be true. It's just too smooth.
It's canned.
For sure. It's canned. And then like here with this, people might be more like, I think
Basically, what you're saying is this is like, this is Saturday Night Live of podcasts.
it's Saturday.
Or do it live.
Radio.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck it, I'll do it live. I'll do it live. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, dude. Yeah. So, leave it in. That might be good. People know it. That way people know what we're battling, what we're fighting.
Okay, it's cool.
Some random red light not working.
My bad. I was just trying to be like Mr. Observant.
Hey, if
Help out.
I tell you what, if we have a problem with this, I'll be being like, Grant, why didn't you say something?
Dude,
Come on.
did you not see the red light not coming on?
You couldn't freaking think about it, dude? Come on.
Which actually, can I just say this? I've always wondered why it's not a green light.
For sure, go.
Yeah, it's like
Should be.
red light when it's not recording, green light when it's recording.
That actually
Right.
makes so much more sense. Because, that's also actually another way that I feel about like,
There's got to be a country wherever this camera was produced, and like in that country, red lights are go.
it's Europe. They drive on the left side of the road, dude. They drive on Australia, all these different places that drive on the wrong side of the road. It's like,
Freaking New Zealand or something. Like,
yeah, they're like, stop. Don't you see the green light?
yeah,
I'm gonna text them off. Benzo, you're fired.
Yeah, for sure.
all right.
Yeah. We are no longer not paying you.
No longer not paying you. Hey guys, I haven't got a paycheck in a while. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well,
We stopped not paying you a while ago, dude. No, but think about this. This is actually one thing that I thought, I'll just throw this out there real quick sidebar. Dude, when I walk into Walmart or walk into a store, here's one thing that I pay attention to.
okay.
It is like, I drive on the right side of the road. I try to be a good driver. I pay attention to driving. Okay. And I think it's an important thing because you've got lives at risk, right? All these different things. It's very important. When I walk into the store and you're going down like in and out of doors, right? What side of the road do you drive on here in the old US of A?
The right side.
The right side, right? What side should you walk on when you're going down an aisle or into a door and there's like oncoming traffic?
The right side.
Calling people the right side. And I feel like those rules shouldn't necessarily crisscross just because you got out of your vehicle. Does that
I'm with you.
okay?
I'm with you.
Because that's how I feel. Is when you walk in,
Have you seen some of these grocery stores where they have an entry and an exit and they're automatic doors, but the entry is on the left side
at Home
and the
Depot?
exit is on the right? And I'm like, what is happening? What kind of voodoo is this?
Dude, Home freaking Depot. Actually, Lowe's in Republic. I know the Lowe's in Republic does the same thing.
The entrances to those box stores do not make any sense.
None whatsoever. And then like sometimes you can actually catch the sensor working,
Right.
which is ridiculous. But dude, you drive on the right, you walk on the right. Okay? And the thing is, it's not tough.
Or Menards is even worse. They force you to go in the entrance on one side of their store
Yep.
and out the exit on the other side.
Which
Just
is
because-
down the entire half mile store.
Half mile store.
Yeah.
So this is what I've started to do. I've just started to, this is how my brain works. I've just started to walk in the exit every time.
As you should.
Yeah. I do not go through their turnstile that counts the number of people in their store.
No.
I do not go into their entrance
You're
that
not a
has the
theme
camera
park.
that's recording me going into their store.
Yeah.
I go in the exit and I wave to the teller as I walk through their crowded checkout aisle into the store. Yeah. Trying to get through, guys. I'm like pulling a massive cart behind me.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, that should be, just based off of that, it should be called Men Are Tards.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Sorry, that might have to have a little bleep.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm with you. I think walk on the right, walk on the right. It's not difficult because whatever direction you're going, it's on the right. If you know what hand you've got on this particular side of your body, then it's like pretty easy to figure out, where do I walk? Where do I drive? All this kind of stuff. Like, let's stick to a standard here.
Yeah, I think this, like, for some people, I think they're just too oblivious to recognize it. For other people, I just think they're just trying to watch the world burn.
Yeah, I could see that.
So they're like, I'm gonna walk down the opposite flow of all these people
Yeah.
just to watch the world burn.
And then I think there's other people
Justin
that are,
Purvis.
Yeah, for sure, dude. That's a great example. And then I think there's also the people that are just like, they're oblivious, and there's people that want to watch the world burn. And then there's people that are literally too oblivious to realize that the world is burning.
And they're just gonna walk down the left side
For sure.
and watch the world burn on the right.
Or drive their little scooter down, Dude, we went to
Don't even.
We went to Silver Dollar City a couple times this year because we got the season passes. We talked about it. I'm not going to bore everybody with those details. But here's the thing. Those damn scooters, the little handicap carts,
I've
have
got
the
something
loudest.
for you on this, but go ahead.
Dude, they are louder than the beeper on an excavator, a backhoe, a dump truck. They are ear-piercing loud. And so there's someone that is like, too lazy to turn their cart around, so they're trying to back uphill and it's not moving, but the thing is sitting there making this.
Maybe if they didn't weigh
horrendous-
450 pounds, they would actually move backwards.
Exactly. Like, but regardless of
That's
which
just
way
the
it moves.
Random observance.
No, I agree with you 100%. Like, and don't go to a place that is, averaging 4 miles of walking if you can't walk. I'm there with you, dude. But literally, like, it is so loud. I have to, like, the train goes by and my kiddos are like, the train. And then some lady on a scooter rolls by at a 1/4 mile per hour and they're like, it's too loud. Cover my ears. Cover my ears.
Dude, okay.
Bad.
Can I just say something on this?
Yes,
'Cause
please.
You just caught me on a big burn.
Did I trigger you?
Triggered.
Triggered.
Okay. I got to tell you this story.
Okay.
And I may have told you this before, but it bears repeating because it is hilarious. And it's right in the vein of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
I think I know where this is going.
So
dude. This is good.
a lot of people, I think, use those handicap carts, not like when I say handicap carts, let me clarify. It's what you're talking about. It's the little electric motorized scooters, right? That you just have, and I've seen a couple like going down the street, like street legal ones that were doing like 5 miles an hour, and they have
orange flag.
like orange flag and a full on like motorcycle windshield in front and stuff. I'm like, you're not going fast enough to splatter any bugs. You know what I mean? In your teeth or whatever. But all right, so outside, can you imagine? Anyway, so all right,
The bug's just bouncing off and going, dang, that hurt.
right. So I'm gonna say, like, when you're in a store, I'm gonna say maybe 15 to 20% of the people that you see using those actually have a disability that need to use them. The other half are just morbidly obese and they just don't like to walk. And
The other half actually need to use that opportunity to help themselves out.
right.
Is truthfully what it is. Yeah.
And so I had an experience with my kids. I was in, it's a store with a bullseye on it, and it has a red color. I don't really feel like advertising them on this show,
Right.
so I'm not going to. But
As a husband, sometimes you end up there.
you go there a lot for some reason.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, it's a good store. I mean, for stuff, but we'll leave everything else to conjecture. But anyway, so I'm there.
Aldi's, obviously.
Yeah, all these. Yeah. I'm there with the whole family. We're there.
Yeah.
This is around Halloween, and Stacy goes off to like look for some stuff that she wanted to look for, and I think it was like in the women's department, and the kids were just kind of running around going crazy. So I'm like, I'm gonna take them over here, and we're gonna look at toys and Halloween stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because that's interesting for them.
It's the
So
season, yeah.
I'll
for
just
sure.
take them over here. So we go and we look through toys for like 30 minutes, and that's always fun.
Yeah, that's a thing.
You usually break your personal record for saying no in 1 hour,
Right.
in the toy section there with my kids. But then we go and look at the Halloween stuff. We're coming up one of the aisles. So it's like we're at the end cap of one of the aisles, and there's a bunch of like Halloween masks and stuff on that.
Right.
So all my kids are like grabbing the mask and looking at them and like, like holding them up to their face and like talking through them and stuff. Just doing what kids do, right?
For
Like,
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Not like being obnoxious or anything. They're just having a good time.
Kiddos. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Touch with your eyes doesn't really hit well with kids.
No, for sure.
They don't quite get the concept.
right.
Yeah.
And when we're at the store, I'm not going to tell them to do that. Like if we're in the toy section, whatever, pick up a toy, whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Everybody's doing it.
yeah, so we're at the end cap. So at the end cap into the main aisle off the end cap, it's a lot of room.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would say maybe 15 feet till the next deal.
Right.
It's like one of the main deals towards the back of the store.
like across to the electronic section. Or
Right,
something
exactly.
like
So
that.
there's a lot of room there.
For sure. Yeah.
It's not like it's like super compressed where like in between aisles you may only have, like 6 or 8 feet of
Yeah.
walking space. Well, there's a guy that's just, and I see him out of my periphery and he's coming at us with this little motorized scooter, right? And he is just aimed straight for us, okay?
Yeah.
There is a lot of room. And he's 50 yards off at this point. I'm just kind of like looking at him. He's not doing it. He's just like staring straight at us. Just fully wrapped out, dude. Doing like
Nacho on his little
like-
cart.
he's got this thing wide open, right? Ripping it 3 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of go on about my business because in the back of my brain I'm thinking, well, he's just gonna go around us, so I'm not gonna we're not gonna get out of the way because there's 15 feet of space here, so he could easily just drive around.
Easy peasy.
Well, 25 yards, still same vector, same vector, man.
Yeah.
15 yards, I'm starting to be like, oh boy.
All right, buddy.
He gets it within like 5 yards. I'm like, kids, we got a bogey inbound. Get in the aisle. I kind of put my arm like around him like this. I'm like, guys, get out of the way. And I like kind of like pull him back into the aisle off of the end cap of the aisle. And then so we're standing in the aisle like this, and this guy like goes past us right in front of our faces, like within inches of our faces, just like extremely slow, just kind of slow-mo. And he just kind of stares at us like this with like this super like crazy maniacal look on his face.
Would you say that it was like the Thunderbirds or the Blue Angels? It's like no, yeah, it was a
Now with the dirty pass.
no,
please.
it was a dirty pass with a,
Now with the dirty pass, wheels down, landing gear down, coming in at a whopping 85 knots. Please welcome Blue Angel number 6. Weighing in at 475 pounds.
that's exactly right. Yeah.
But this dude just had like, he looked right at us. So he had stared straight ahead the whole time. But when we were in the aisle, he like turned his head and he was like that, right? Like with this terrible look on his face. And my kids and the girls, Ella and Addie, were like, excuse me. Like they were being like super polite, doing what they're supposed to.
Hey, dingus.
Hold on.
Oh,
Wait for
yes. Oh, yes.
it. Anson, my 3-year-old,
Oh, no.
looks at him. Like, Anson can sense the insult of what's happening right now, right?
For sure, yeah.
He's got a good emotional awareness.
Yeah. He's also a guy, so
yeah,
he's like,
yeah, for sure.
you messing with my family, huh?
He's definitely not like my daughters.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
daughters are usually pretty polite and sweet.
Right.
My son is like, give no Fs.
Yeah.
He holds his hands up like this. So they're like, he's like way down here. So his hands are hitting me like waist high.
Yeah.
He holds his hands up like this and he goes, get out of the way, lady. Dude, that was so cool. I tried so hard to be like, dude, no, I was getting ready to say something. I was going to be like, no, you don't say that. Like,
Yeah.
And I couldn't even get anything out, dude. I was doubled over in the aisle. I lost it, dude. And then the girls like looked at me and they're like, they kind of looked at me for a second. They saw me laughing and then they just like high-fived Anson. After that, they're like, okay, it's cool. Dad's laughing.
They're like, hey, cool story, Hansel. Nice work, dude.
And then Elle was like, that was a dude.
Yeah.
Anyway,
dude, that is amazing, man. That's one of those things where, like, as a parent, you realize you come to a point where you go, all all right, kids have no filter, but kids
Yeah, I know.
know what's up.
Yeah, they do.
And so you've got,
Kind of freeing sometimes.
it actually is. You've
Yeah.
got to decide. You're like, all right, am I going to tell my kid just because they said something that was actually accurate and factual? Am I going to tell them, you're wrong, shh, don't say that?
Right.
Because I'm worried about stigmas or
Being
feelings
accepted by a
or
stranger that's rude, that's 500 pounds, that's driving a scooter.
For sure, yeah, dude. Like, and then you go, like, I think the first couple times you have that experience as a parent, you're like, you don't know how to react. And then I think you have to come to a realization where you're like, you know what? My child knows because I have educated them on A and B.
Yeah.
And there is no C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. And then whenever they say that, you just got to go, you're right.
In the words
You nailed it.
of a famous NFL coach, they're right sometimes.
Yeah.
More often than not, they're right.
Yeah. And then the words of another famous NFL coach, they are who we thought they were.
That's exactly right. Yes.
They are who we thought they were. Yeah. And then you just got to say, we're on to Cincinnati.
On to Cincinnati.
We're on to Cincinnati. Dang, dude. Oh, that's so golden. I love that so much, man. That is
And like you know my son, so it kind of
yeah.
you kind of hear him with
I
this
can
little
see it.
Yeah,
I can hear
like,
it. His just
Yeah.
the whole thing, dude. That is golden. And I actually have, I won't even go into him
I
right
think
now
he was
'cause
upset because he was trying to try on like a scream mask or something at the time.
He's like, you didn't see me looking at Freddy Krueger, bro?
Yeah.
Huh? That lady's huge. That's amazing, dude. So I'm not even going to go into him now because I have 3 other stories, 2 of them about Target and 1 of them about Shoe
Dude,
Carnival.
you just said the word. We're not trying to advertise them. Gum, man.
Sorry, dadgummit. Marked it. All right, sweet. We're gonna I
I don't want to get canceled by conservatives.
Yeah.
Now you got to leave it in so there's context.
Yeah, for sure. I think people will get it.
At least cover your mouth when you say it.
Yeah. Shoot, yeah, I jacked that up, didn't I? I have 2 other stories about this destination, and then one other shoe destination with the same thing that happened. And the first time it was just like, oh no, and then the other couple times it was like, you know what?
We're just gonna let it ride.
You know what? You're right. You're the best of us. You said it. Whatever. That's great. But we ended up talking about they are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
We're on to Cleveland.
Yeah.
What was the thing he said? What was the quote? Dadgummit.
Oh, from the NFL?
Yeah.
They're right sometimes.
They're right sometimes.
More often than not,
Yeah.
they're right.
More often than not, they're right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. To the producer, they're right sometimes. More often than not, they're right. You remember how much we used to quote that back in high school football?
I think that you should cut that little piece, and that needs to be a soundbite.
I'll just mark it, and you can mess with it as much as you want.
Do you not remember? I think everybody used to.
Are you going to get this man a soundboard?
Oh, yeah, we've got the soundboard. We just got to put the stuff to it. We just got to figure out what we want. Season 2.
Because he needs to be able to hit buttons.
Yes,
For
sure.
And be like,
I think the only one he's got right now
douche.
is purple, which is.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah,
right.
that's the one. Yeah. No,
Why didn't you hit that earlier?
yeah, when I started to say that.
There you go. Thanks.
Exactly, dude. Nailed it.
I'm just saying, when you cover your mouth and you say Target, it sounds like something else is going to get you canceled on the
Said,
internet.
oh, okay. So, well, I guess we better leave that out there that's what it was then.
It was Target.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, dude. Good point. Yeah, soundboard, we got to fill it up. We just got to fill it up. We got to figure out what we want for it.
Target's full of those things.
No.
You can't get me canceled. I didn't say shit.
It's full of sound bites, dude. That's what we were talking about. Target is full of sound bites, dude. What are you talking about?
The season 2 intro video is writing itself right now.
For sure, dude. Yeah, here we are. We're back in here, dude. Literally, where I went was, and I started to ask Pifty about those quotes.
That was good, man.
That was legit, man. I started asking him about those quotes because that was some stuff that, you're right sometimes. More often than not, you're right. I used to say that in high school all the time, and everybody's like, will you shut up, dude? That's so annoying.
You had him more than I did, though. You had that specific coach more than I did.
Well, that was NFL. I just used to say that and like, it's too late to grab some fries or something.
Yeah, but Coach Hosa used to say stuff like that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You had him much more than I did.
That's true. Yeah.
Coach Hookstick.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one. He knows. He knows. That's what's up, dude.
Any of our old Chargers and Knights teammates will appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. But where I was going,
you know.
You're right sometimes. More often than not, you're right. Speaking of the football quotes, because that's what that basically ended with.
Right.
You're right sometimes. I thought that we could just go ahead and kind of like morph into. We do have a little bit of football to talk about.
You want to hit a seggy right here?
You want
And jump and bring it in.
You want to. Yeah, this might not be a bad time to hit the seggy, and then I actually don't think that going from where this next segment is, where segment 2 is going to start.
I think we can stack it.
I think that's going to bleed pretty well into pick 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you guys just want to go ahead,
we're like halfway through, so just take a seggy and
for sure. You talk about the fastest 30 minutes of my life, dude. I have missed this. This is awesome, dude. This is sweet.
I was super disappointed on Tuesday. But I understood,
Trust me, you weren't as disappointed as I was when I was going, guys, I don't think we could make it.
Yeah.
It was a bad deal.
Like, well, you had sent me videos, I think, was it Saturday when you were working on it?
Yeah.
You sent me like a
Saturday.
quick, like kind of a quick flash of this, and I was like, man, that's dope.
Yeah,
I was trying to like envision it with all the stuff, and
check out this little teaser, dude. And I think that you're gonna be like, oh, it's even better than I thought it was.
Heck yeah,
sure.
right on.
See you seg 2.